are you doing? Welcome back from work and whatever you've been doing. Yes, traffic is really too much nowadays. I don't know how you do it, people out there, but it's better you set yourself a little bit early if you want to catch up with work early. And then going back home, you have to be a little bit patient so that you reach home safely. But I know those that are still at home, I mean, you're already at home, you're going to love and enjoy the best that we have in stock for you. And those that are still traveling back home, sorry, but I hope you catch at least half of the show. Well, we normally have love letters that we bring out to you. We become mediocres. I become a mediocre between you and the victim so that we can find a way to help the other person. So we have a letter today, and this girl is crying over a certain problem that you're yet to listen to and watch and probably find a solution. How about that? Well, but better still, if you have any functions like birthday parties, engagement parties, bridal shower, baby shower, this is the show for you. Probably give me a call or drop your invitation here at our reception and invite me to be there. Let's celebrate with you your love. Yes, if you have any problem, you can as well reach to us either by our WhatsApp number, send a message, or use our Facebook page, Record TV Heartbeat, and briefly tell me what you're going through and the problem like, so that I can engage the audience and find a solution and be sure that you're going to have an amazing relationship. How about that? Can anything get better than that? Well, to kickstart off the show, we have the letter. Let's go in to the letter quickly, then we come back and find out where the problem is and how best we can advise this young lady. Well, let's take in for a letter, and then I'll be back shortly. In my A-level vacation, I met this guy through Tinder, which I understand is not the most incredible place to meet guys. But something about this guy was actually different. I was 18 and he was 21. We talked for about 3 weeks before we met, and we seemed to have good chemistry and a similar sense of humor. He picked me up at my house and took me to a very nice, romantic restaurant and paid for my dinner, which is pretty rare with guys from Tinder, based on my experience. We connected during the date, and he texted me asking when he could see me again. He picked me up at my house the next week and took me at an overlook with a view of the city. All we did was talk. The most important part of the date was when he confided in me about a significant family trauma. This was our second date, so I was surprised he felt comfortable telling me about this part of his past. After then, he started to become really shady about plans. Our relationship developed into texting for 2 weeks, with maybe a chance of meeting in person, mostly at his house, where we watched movies, talked and kissed, but our relationship never became sexual. Despite not seeing him in person, he became very intense over text. He acted as if we had a serious relationship and would express his anxiety about not seeing me, and that was when I had left for university. He initiated texts with me every day, but ceased to commit to plans with me. I felt very confused because I didn't understand why he continued to communicate with me, especially in such an intense way, if he wasn't interested in seeing me anymore. To this day, I know that he will always respond to my text within minutes, sometimes even seconds, but he will not see me in person. I asked why several times, but he always deflected my questions with his own questions. I confronted him in person once about his inability to make plans with me, to which he defensively responded that he had an hectic schedule. I just don't understand why he acts like we have such close relationship over text, but then he won't see me in person. I decided to cut off all communication with him. Then he sent me texts saying he missed me when I left for university. If he missed me so much, why did he not follow through with my plan? Is there a real connection here, or I'm just being toyed with? Heartbeats, what's up with guys? I'm Beatrice in Bunga. That's Beatrice over there. She's crying of some small problem. She's just 18 for crying out loud. And the boyfriend is only 21. But anyway, the story is like this, briefly. They were dating, yes. How did they meet? This is a guy, this is a girl who had an application an application that helps them date. There are so many students that are dating on that application. You put it on phone, and then you look for students. It's a student's website, an application called Tinder. So this is where they met with a guy. They communicated, and then later, they had to meet physically. They went on a date, an amazing date, very romantic, and then she got to find out that maybe they have some similarity together. And then the girl was comfy, yes, being in love for the first time, and then having this lovey-dovey boyfriend whom you think will never leave you. So that was the situation. After dating for a while, they went out. She could probably visit even the boyfriend at home, and they watch movies, they kiss, do those small things apart from having sex, because she was clear with us in the letter, put it in capital letters, that she didn't go sexual with the guy, because they're all young. She's only 18, and she's just going for university. And then after some time, that was the shortest period ever, the guy stopped seeing this girl physically. Yes, he was just sending messages, how he misses her, but when she asks to meet the guy, he would say that he has tight schedule and so committed with work, he cannot probably meet her and things like that. She wasn't pleased. She was not pleased, yes. So having that problem, she kept on asking herself, why is this guy acting like this? Meanwhile, because they were meant to at least see each other for a while, and if the guy claims that he really loves the girl, he would have met this girl in person at some point. But the problem came, the guy cut off physical communication, and it was all texting. Can you imagine? So she was like, if this guy claims that he really loves me so much, why don't he accept to meet me at least at some point, as we used to be at the beginning? And the guy claims, yes, I have tight schedule, I love you so much. And he actually feels, how people can pretend in messages. You feel it so much, you feel that what you're texting, even if it's not in your mind or you're not having it. So she was like, it seems I should cut off communication and see what will this guy do. Then she stopped responding to these messages, and she was like, this guy does not love me because doesn't accept to meet me, but he claims he loves me so much in text that if she really sends a message, the guy would answer the message in only seconds. That's how addicted the guy was on messages. But meeting the girl was really difficult for him. So this is where the problem comes from. The girl is claiming this guy is just toying her around, so she would not continue with the relationship. How about she gives someone else a try, or she moves on, or probably she waits and see whether this guy would probably find time for her. She doesn't know, she's confused. She's even asking, am I being toyed out? Do I still have more chances of meeting very good boyfriends there? Why don't I leave this guy? And she really doesn't know, but the guy shows that he's really, really in love with the girl, but through messages. What do you think about it? Yes, this is where we derive a topic of discussion, and we are asking, is texting good or a bad way of communication between lovers? In a relationship, what do you think? Do you think texting is good or a bad way of communication between lovers in a relationship? And tell us why, bad or good. What do you think? That's our topic of discussion. And I'm telling you, in studio, I have two amazing people that are going to be a surprise in our second part of the show. But as of now, why don't we take a short break? But I still emphasize that if you have any opinions, suggestions, or advice to Beatrice, you can send it on our WhatsApp number, just on your TV screen, 0758 44 85 77. You can either send a dry message or a WhatsApp message. I'll be able to express all your opinions just live on the show. But better still, we have this topic posted on our Facebook page, Record TV Heartbeat. You can as well go there and give your opinion. I'll be reading them live on air.
Tune in daily on 97.7 FM. Record Radio. Hits all day.
You're still watching Heartbeats, and I'm glad that you are still there, and you're waiting for so much that we have in stock for you. Well, just to remind you about our letter, briefly. Our letter is coming in from Beatrice in Bonga. She dated a guy. She had an application where she finds those high school students who are dating, and it was on phone. So she got onto the chat and then got a boyfriend who is 21. She's only 18. They engaged. After a little talk, they started to meet physically. They went on a date. They had amazing time. This guy tried to take the girl to those amazing places that she can't even forget right about now. So she felt like maybe they have something in common. And then she could be invited even to the boyfriend's place, and then they watch movies. They do lots of amazing things that lovers could do, except going sexual. Because she put this into, she was very bold about it, and it was in capital letters that she didn't have sex with the guy. So time came when the guy was skeptical about meeting the girl, but could text only. And then she was asking herself, why couldn't I meet this guy? I'm missing him. These texts are just not enough for me. And then the guy was like, I have a tight schedule. I can't see you, but I love you so much, sweetheart. And then she was like, if this guy really claims that he loves me, why doesn't he accept meeting me in person like we used to be at the beginning? The guy is like, me, I'm busy, but I love you so much and I miss you. And then the girl was like, it seems I'm being toyed around. Let me cut off communication. And then she decided not to reply any messages because the guy was so addicted to messages. Even if you send it in just a second, he would have answered it. But the girl felt like it wasn't enough because what she was showed at the beginning was not continuing now. So what they did, she cut off communication, and then she was like, I'm not going to answer this guy anymore. The problem came that the guy claimed that he loves the girl, however much it wasn't real. Another problem is the girl thinks that she's being toyed around and she will not at any 1 minute accept it. That's why she cut off communication. She's asking herself, how best am I going to deal with this? And how am I going to get engaged with this guy, even if we are not, meeting physically? And then she's like, no, my dear, what I have to do right now is to concentrate on my books. Probably I'll have a chance somewhere else without this man. And then the guy is also there claiming that he loves the girl. Unfortunately, they cut off communication. So Beatrice is asking, how best am I going to deal with my relationship? Can I give up with this guy? And she also asked in the letter that the problem could be it seems men all have a problem. So she was so mad about it, unfortunately, and we really don't like that. It's a young relationship whereby they need to adventure and have the best of their relationship, apart from even having sex, because she was so wise not to engage herself into those sexual activities. She just joined university, and the guy is working. I don't know whether the guy is a school dropout or he's also at the university, but while working, she wasn't clear about the guy. But for her, she's at the university right about now. And that is where the problem is. This is where we derive the topic of discussion. We're asking, is texting good or a bad way of communication between lovers in a relationship? Do you think it's the best? Should we stop calling and stuff and concentrate on texting someone? Even if I've not seen you in person, messages will be enough. What do you think? Or it's good, you find it very convenient for you, most especially those that have a busy schedule. What do you think about it? Send a message on our WhatsApp number, 0758 44 85 77. You can as well post your comment or advice on our Facebook page, Record TV Heartbeat. The question is already posted there. Right at this minute, I have amazing visitors in studio with me. Smartly dressed, but the good thing about it, I'm used to them, they're my workmen. On this side, I have Isaac. Isaac, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much.
You've been silent for a while.
Yeah.
Yet you're so bubbly. Huh? I have you today. On this side, I have Trisha. You're smart. I like the blue and yellow.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining me on the show.
It's a pleasure.
Now, I have a letter. But before we go to the letter, first tell me about the topic of discussion. What do you think about it? What do you think about texting?
Okay, it's just something so amazing. Allow me to say, I'm just so excited. I am so excited basically because I have never imagined myself discussing about love because it's an integral part of life that I always tend to dodge. Why I always tend to dodge is basically because I like to be on the controversial part of it. Yes. So I thank God today that you invited me to be in this topic. With my greatest comrade who is greatly controversial with me. We don't link up, and I think this is amazing.
That's why you're here.
Yes.
Yes.
So, texting, to my case, as an individual, and I'm sure to most men, I would say is not bad. That is my side as an individual. And in the course of it, surely, I will give you the reasons why. I believe it's much better for us to use text than even calls.
Really?
For real.
Are you for real?
I am for real.
Do you have time for text even?
I do. Yes.
Really?
I do. Do you know why? I spend most of my time keeping myself busy, doing other things. So it's easier for me to text back to you than to make a call to you. Okay. Allow me to say this. Every serious man would prefer texting.
Wait a minute. Are you saving some money not to call your girlfriend, or it's something else? I
am not saving some money. I am only trying to keep myself more focused because I know a call can disrupt business. And you know we are trying to, the more I disrupt business, the more I delay the development of the home.
Hold it there.
Yes.
Trisha, what do you think about texting? Do you think it's bad or it's good?
Basically, texting is... It's not bad. It's not bad. I can't say that it's bad or it's good. One thing I'm sure of is that we ladies, we like to talk to our men. Like,
yes.
Like, I want to talk to you. I want to hear your voice.
Allow me to let's not
Would
say...
you give her time?
First, wait, allow me to interdict. Allow me to interdict. Let's not say that we women like talking to you. We like hearing your voice.
Yes.
We women like disturbing you because most women don't
no,
call when there's a need.
That is
like,
not disturbing.
I need some airtime. I need some new dress. Women like disturbing.
Back because you don't want to provide for her?
Not only that.
She needs something.
No, I'm just trying to correct her.
The problem is that some men are misers when it comes to...
Give me 5. Yes.
When you are a miser, you're stingy. So it's very hard for you to make a call. You think that airtime is a wastage of time, but if you value your relationship, I think it is more valid for you to call the person and hear what they have to say. You get? When someone speaks out and talks what is in their hearts. Isaac, stop.
Isaac, give us a break.
Okay.
When you talk to someone, you get to know who they really are. But when it comes to texting, you can even lie.
Exactly. You can speak out your mind.
You can't speak out your mind. You may be there, maybe you have someone besides you, some other lady besides you. So texting is easy for you because she will not hear.
Patricia,
She will not hear what you're
talking. Ask you a
talking.
question. Why is it that I'm seeing you guys go on one angle? I know both of you are feminine, but I want us to analyze this. You're talking about only texting on the side of men. Why don't women also pick courage and call? Because rarely do they call, but they want to be called.
What do you have
Give
to
me
say
a
about
response.
that?
Okay.
Why do women want to be called?
It depends. There are some women who can call and those that cannot call.
By the way, it also depends on what
It
a woman
also
is going
depends.
to tell you. There's something that is really so urgent, whereby it doesn't need a text. It
Yes.
needs to call someone, and you actually, how about I don't see your message? How
What if
best
I
am I
don't-
going
yeah.
to answer you?
Are you dating a blind man that you can't see your messages?
Oh, please give me a break.
No,
There's those people that-
Isaac,
Isaac,
you're just being
Look, no, let's be realistic. No,
but
let's be realistic.
There's
Are
this-
you dating a blind man? If you know that you're dating a blind man, then
No,
you call.
it doesn't necessarily
'Cause
mean
how do you send a
that someone
message and
is
I fail to see a
blind
message?
not to see a message, but it depends on your schedule. There are people who are so busy. There are people who are really, really so busy and can't even fix time to read messages, but can
Yes,
probably
exactly.
call and give you a call that, oh, baby, I'll meet you at this time. I'm not able to answer the messages, but just a talk, it's only one word that doesn't take not even 200 on
actually
your phone.
texting,
Okay.
like messages, are usually good for like those relationships that are already established.
But again, messages are good on the other way. You know, there are times when you, yes, if I don't have
I didn't say that they are not good.
A
They are
moment.
good, but they are usually good when you are established, not in these young relationships that are just starting from the
By the way,
ground.
the girl is only 18,
She's
and
so
the
young.
boy is 21, and
He's
they're
so
just
young.
They're just
developing.
starting,
adults.
and then you just come from
Yes,
nowhere. You
she's
start
an adult.
texting.
She's 18, but young in a relationship.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is something I want to chip in and ask you people. You know, me, I'm here to question you. I'm here to question the two ladies. Now, in reality,
You only want answers.
yes, I only want answers because
You don't want to be
I
questioned.
don't want to be questioned. Now, I want to be realistic. I want us to look back at our forefathers back in time. They used not to have phones, but they used to write letters. You're complaining about responding, right? That now the people just want you to call and at least to pick my message urgently.
No,
I
you
want to give you an example. Relax. Why are you?
Okay.
Why are you quaking? Relax. Okay. How are they making it? A father could write a message. That's to say, a guy like me, I could write a beautiful message in a letter. I would even take 2 days drawing those nice flowers.
On the sides.
Yes, on the sides of the letter. You understand? You know the things.
Yes.
Yeah,
Then
wasn't
I
there.
send it to you. I give some guy who's going to ride a bicycle, for example, from Moroto, maybe up to Napak, maybe from here up to Masaka. Because by then, cars were not there. Are you getting it? Life was very hard. And when the mother gets this message, or when that young girl gets this message, she would take like 2 days reading, not just even responding, just reading. Now, that was those days.
I tell you something.
Wait.
I want to react right there. I don't want to react.
I'm going to give you a chance. Now, that was those days. Today, we have this communication. I want you to look at the two relationships, the one of those olden days and the ones of today, for you to judge whether messaging is right or it's not the right.
Okay,
mechanism.
let me come in. First and foremost, you know, it's really too bad to engage people of old age, stone age period like Isaac. Okay, the issue is, we are saying, okay, messages were there. Okay, let me say messages were there, but they weren't so much because most of the people way back weren't learned. They could not even hold a pen and write something. But the easiest way of communication was even physical. Someone would walk from Luwero up to Kampala to pass a message that, you know, we've lost someone at the village, probably your relative has died, so let's go back. They walk back. They would walk long distances to take information. But much as this is a modern way of setting and modern society, this is 21st century, we are not doing like that. How about we have phones? What's the reason for the phone? Not to text, to call.
Are you sure?
Call.
Are you sure? Then why do they put the buttons for texting? Why do they put the word
No, the
protecting?
thing is that
Okay,
it depends, because texting comes in when you are already, just like as I told you, when you are established, you're just texting these simple messages, honey, I'm going to work, I left some food there.
Yeah, for
No,
convenience.
can I allow me this? Can you allow me to tell you this?
Now wait.
Can you allow me to tell you this?
Now
Wait,
we are looking.
let me
We are
protect you.
looking.
She's protected. Go on.
We are looking at this lady now. This young couple. You can see where they started from. They started from Facebook, and usually these days, this kind of relationships don't last.
Exactly.
Especially when
It
it comes,
depends.
when they are messaging,
I know,
WhatsApp.
okay.
The social media is really killing people's relationships
They
these
don't
days.
last because of a specific reason, because
Simply
today,
because they don't have time for each other. They
not because
don't
of
meet
that.
each other
They
physically.
don't
They
know.
don't
It's
talk.
not- it's
they,
not because of that.
Sam,
Allow me to say this.
They don't even know each other.
Trisha,
Because
Trisha.
through messages, you cannot know me. I can pretend to be someone else.
Exactly.
No,
And even
Trisha.
change the profile pic.
Yes.
Trisha, listen to me. I want you guys to understand this, that today's relationships are not lasting long, not because these people don't communicate. Do you know that today's communication on text has even made relationships more stronger? Now, I want to chip in this and tell you this. Okay,
Not
the
more
major reason why these relationships are lasting in a short way is because most women, the blend has changed. Most women of today are not like women of those days.
Those
A woman just
women.
sees your profile pic and sees you posing on a jeep. She even doesn't know that you push a wheelbarrow. And the next thing she's going to say is, oh, darling, how are you? Now, the next minute you're going to continue communicating with her, what rings in her brain is she's imagining her sitting in that jeep. The day she realizes that that jeep doesn't exist, it marks the end of love. That is basically why relationships
They
are
want to
lasting
give
long.
up your relationship on a lie.
No.
Okay.
So now going back to the letter, you can see that it was the man who pulled
Okay,
out.
let's come back to the letter. 3 minutes. Let's go back to the letter. We want to advise Beatrice briefly because we have limited time in here. How would you advise Beatrice, who is crying so loud and cut off communication just because the boyfriend was only texting than seeing her in person? How would you advise?
You're asking me?
Yes.
Okay. I'll basically advise her to cope up with the situation and understand that people are different, because we were born in different families, we're nurtured in different ways, and love is a complicated thing. One thing that people, when they're falling in love, have to understand is, before you fall in love, you have to realize that you are two different individuals. These are two different brains. These are two different characters. These are two different mentalities. These are two different personalities brought together by one thing, meaning she must learn to adapt. Secondly, I want to take it out to all lovers out there, basing on the question of the day, basing on the topic of discussion, assuming your boyfriend is a deaf, do you still go ahead to call him? Ask yourself that question. You go and text, right? So, at the end of the day, I'm sure my dear sisters there will concur with me. Texting is the best way. Secondly, it is the best way you can save for the family. If really you love your boyfriend and you want your family to develop, maybe he's telling you that, honey, I'm so busy. I'm trying to catch up with what the future has for us. If you're really someone who is not after the truthing him, then you need to calm down, because maybe that's one way he's trying to save some money for the family, because nowadays texting is very cheap. I can buy SMSs, 1,000 shillings. I can buy close to 1,000.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
That is one way under which we are
limited
saving.
time.
So
Let's give chance
I would
to
just
also
advise her that peacefully, my dear daughter, calm down. Shit happens, and that's how.
Are you
shit
fine?
happens. I'm very fine.
Thank you. Trisha, what's your message to Beatrice?
Okay, Beatrice, what I can advise is that you are still young and you should just move on. Moving on is right now is the best way. God always has the best for you. Just move forward, and God is going to give you someone who will care for you, who will love you, who will text you, who will call you, and will see you in person, and will really treat you like a princess, the princess you are. So, I think that's it.
Before I give you a chance, Isaac, I have some messages here,
Hey, sir.
because I also have to give my remarks. This one says, okay, it's good because the texting is good because it saves my time, due to the fact that ladies want to hear the sound behind their call. I'm Osman in Mengo. Yes, Osman, thank you so much. Your
I'm
message.
communicating to a monster.
I've received your message. Let me read some too here because of time. This one says, hello, I'm Kensime. Texting is one thing in a relationship that gets you closer. I think it's more of a good thing. That's your opinion. Thank you so much. And this one says, hello, love your show, and thanks for the service. I'm Kaka from Chibuye. Okay, Kaka, thank you so much. Well, before I give Isaac a chance, my message to Beatrice, like me, yes, Beatrice, you're only 18 years. You have time, goodness,
Yeah.
you're still young, and probably you are at the university, you have more chances there to get engaged with, or
Real
indulge
hands.
yourself with very
With the
handsome
wrong
boys,
men.
Real
young
men,
and
like,
young boys,
seriously.
and probably develop your relationship slowly by slowly, and the time you reach 25, you'll be just there, and you'd have learned to actually, there's somewhere where you can give up and try to go on with the relationship, however bad it would be. You would have learned to forgive. You would have learned to live with things that you really don't want. But this moment, you're young and very fresh. Me, what I tell you is concentrate on your books first, but also be on the dating scene. Have friends. Dating does not necessarily mean that go in bed with someone because you're young.
Oh, they are going to get
You're
married.
still at school. Date someone, engage, go out for a movie, and probably, there's so many things that you can engage yourself together and try to develop your relationship slowly by slowly. You will have the best. You're so young. But again, also your boyfriend is young. He has more time, more than you actually. Because for you by 25, you would have loved to settle with someone. But him, it can take him even up to 30 or 35 to settle. Okay. So he has more time. He shouldn't waste your time either.
Yeah.
Yes, Isaac, you're given a chance now.
I would like to say the best way people in the studio they have managed me is by denying me the chance, enough chance to speak to people. But still, within the few minutes I have, allow me to say this. To our dear sister out there, let no one lie you. There is no time. The lifespan nowadays of Ugandans is rated at 45 to 55
There is
years.
time.
You're already halfway almost.
There is time. She's still young and she
let no
can
one
really
lie
get
you.
someone.
Secondly,
So-
you should be reminded that there's no one who can tell you the right time of getting Mr. Right. Are you getting it?
That's why I
You
don't
know what?
have to
And
go
there is no
dating
Mr.
now.
Right.
Give me a chance. I gave you a chance when you're talking.
Ah.
Don't be like Donald Trump.
We are not going to accept.
Okay, there's
Okay,
no one who can give you the right time for getting Mr. Right. You never know, that could be Mr. Right. And you might release Mr. Right and you only spend the rest of your time, the rest of your lifetime meeting
Mr. Right who doesn't even
Mr. Left,
care
Mr.
about
Left.
her.
There are a few basic things you have to take in consciousness in your life. One, in love, you must observe persistence. Are you getting it? Two, listen what your heart. If your heart loves the guy, don't get out because you saw a sister
She
telling you
gave
that
up long
It's not
time.
the
she
heart
never
that
gave up.
loves.
That's why
it
she's
is
hard.
the-
That's why she's writing this message. How can
Okay,
you say, how can you
with
say that you
Isaac,
gave up when,
he's
how
not
can,
going
how,
to stop.
how
He's
can
not
you
going
say
to
that
stop.
you gave up when you're writing messages?
Can I close my show?
No. Can you give me a
Please,
chance to educate her?
Please, lovely people, thank you so much for watching. I
Isaac
can't even
single or
compete with
married?
his voice.
The thing is this.
Please.
The boy is at 20 what? Give me the age of the boy.
21 and 18.
And I heard you mention a statement that 21, the boy also still has enough time. Do you know that some people settle at 15 years?
Not 15.
Hello viewers, thank you so much for watching. Yes, we've been with my workmates. This one does Indignance show on Saturday. And Trisha is normally a controller in control room, is a producer to this one. So this one is the boss and this
I
one
am
is
the bosser.
an employee trying to make too
I'm
much
the one who
money.
produces them all.
Okay, you should watch this show, a replay on Sunday at midnight. But from me and the entire team, we thank you so much, Alan, in control room. And on camera, thank you so much,
Even
Kanyama
Alan is
Jonah. Yes, Alan, thank you so much for watching. Oh, you're squeezing wet. Yes, please take good care of yourself and enjoy the rest of the programs. We have our news bulletin, English news bulletin with Nabunya Justin at the top of the hour. Yes, we are leaving you with this wonderful video. Hope you can get jiggy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Take care.
Tune in daily on 97.7 FM. Record Radio. Hits all day.
Hey, what's up, Kampala, East Africa, the entire continent. We do bring you the blazing freshest hits of the week every Saturday. With me, myself, MC Freezer, we got to unroll those gems. Do not dare go anywhere. It is always right here on Record TV. Everything I go classy. Star girl and
Do you feel like you are drowning, finding yourself sinking in sickness, bad dreams, depression, financial struggles, unemployment, addiction, or just simply find your life stuck? Watch Stop Suffering and find a way out every night, Mondays to Sunday at 11 p.m. only on Record TV, brought to you by the Universal Church of the Kingdom of God.
The D, the J, the B, the E, the E, the E.
Big Bang Shaw.
Do you feel like you are drowning, finding yourself sinking in sickness, bad dreams, depression, financial struggles, unemployment, addiction, or just simply find your life stuck? Watch Stop Suffering and find a way out every night, Mondays to Sunday at 11 p.m. only on Record TV, brought to you by the Universal Church of the Kingdom of God.
We have a number of stories lined up for you, but before we go into detail regarding each and every story, let's first take a look at our headlining stories for tonight.
Besigye mourns taxpayers' money. Committee to hasten budget implementation launched. Elsewhere, Al-Shabaab attack kills 6 in Kenya. In record sport, National Motocross Championship to feature at some time with Motor Rally.
Well, it is Thursday, 6th October 2016, and we have a number of stories lined up for you. We kick off tonight's bulletin with opposition strongman Colonel Dr. Kizza Besigye describing his recent tour in European countries and also the United States as fruitful, saying that he was able to discuss national matters with foreign officials. Here on this note, he also went ahead and described the UNAA convention as just a matter of wasting taxpayers' money, saying that the Uganda Annual National American Association Convention did not benefit Uganda as a country, but only went ahead and just wasted Ugandans' money.
This Monday, former FDC presidential flag bearer Dr. Kizza Besigye came back in Uganda after spending over a month in United States and England. Dr. Kizza Besigye, who also attended the convention in Boston, has lashed out at government over wastage of taxpayers' money after him going for the conference, and it was filled by people coming from Uganda.
Unfortunate, that we are spending so much money bringing so many people on taxpayers' money to come to attend to a meeting which is not supposed to be, you know, a civil society organization meeting of people living in North America.
During a press conference